My name is Inge. I'm an NLP integrative psychotherapist and I work here in Denmark. This is a Sandplay collection, which is one of the methods we use here. We have a 4-year program to educate psychotherapists. What I will tell you a little about is Sandplay and how we use it here. Originally, Sandplay was a Jungian method, which still is many places around the world. And for the last 20 years, we have developed it. So we still use the methodology of Jungian Sandplay and combine it with therapeutical processes. So it's much more active and more short-term therapy. And sometimes we also use it for coaching, working with groups, or creativity processes in companies. And I will demonstrate a little bit so you get an idea of what is it. So, for example, if it is a client coming in for therapy, we will first use some time to set the intention. So what is the theme the client wants to work with? It can be like depression, anxiety, eating disorders, whatever. And from that feeling, that intention, the client starts to look at all the symbols and build up a Sandplay world. And they have all the time they need to build up the world. Usually it takes 10-15 minutes, sometimes half an hour. And from whatever they build up in the world, we as psychotherapists start from storytelling to get the client aware of what is this world, what is it called, and what is going on here. And then we ask the client usually to add resources. So what is needed in this world so it heal, feel good, or develop. And from there we continue with the storytelling. So this is one way we use it in processes. Sometimes when you work with a child and they say, this is how I feel when I'm in school, we can ask the child to go in and be that animal, and how does it feel in the body? How is it to think this way? How does it move? And then ask the child to find helpers, resources for this feeling. And maybe they take like this. And then we ask the child to go into the new feeling, to explore it in the body, to act it out, and to feel the thinking, the movement, and help them to develop from here to here, a strategy to come from this point to this point. So what Sandplay can do is that in order for us to use the cognitive mind and understand the strategy, what to do, we need the information from the unconscious mind. And Sandplay is like a secret space where the unconscious mind can express itself, and as psychotherapists we can help the client to get it more into the cognitive, into the body, so they can use it when they go home. They can get it in the muscle and they can develop and heal. If we use it with a family or group, we have rules on how to do that. Everybody puts in symbols and they build up a world together. But this is a safe place. And after a family or group have built a picture, a world, it can also be a couple, we again use the storytelling and ask what is going on in this world here. And since this is a safe place, we can talk about the animals, the people, the resources, and it's not about you and me. So this can be very creative, playful. And we can talk with a family, group, or couple about, okay, so what is going on in this world? What could be better? What is needed? And again, they find solutions, strategies, resources, and add it. And when it is resolved in this world, then we help the family to get it into the cognitive mind, get it in the body, how they can do it in their actions when they go home. And in this way it gets very safe. It's no blaming or wrong or right. It's just healing and finding solutions. And we also use it in companies for groups, like to set up, can be values, it can be creative processes, projects, and in the different phases in a project, we go into like a storyboard and use information from the unconscious in the group, get it more in the conscious and make a strategy for a project. That's also how we use this method. So there's so many ways to play with this, and in our experience it doesn't need to be long-term therapy, only if the client is really have deep trauma from very early, like before they are 1 year, then usually it's more long-term. It would also be that with any other method. But if the client are more grounded and more settled in themselves, we have a lot of experience on how this works in short term, like 3 times, 2 times, sometimes 5 times, and it's all settled. It's resolved. So welcome into this world of Sandplay.